Good morning, everybody. First of all, welcome to Linnaeus University. I'm so happy to have so many of you here. I hope we'll have a very nice conference. Before we start, I will just mention some practicalities so we are all informed. In an unlikely case of emergency, there are emergency exit mentioned and you just follow the sign. We will have a program that we have already been informed and we will proceed with that in the building. The lunch will be served in an M building, so we'll follow some of our staff and through the corridor. It will be there. We are otherwise ready to start, but I just want to also make a disclaimer. So if anything goes wrong during today's conference, it is on me. It's my responsibility. If things go right, then it's on Anna and the because they have so it's not on me. I cannot take that credit. But with no further ado, I'm happy to have with us here our rector, Peter Aronsson, to give a welcome speech. Peter?
Thank you for that disclaimer. Usually it's on me. It's good to know that I have you wearing it in many ways. So good morning and a warm welcome to Linnaeus University. Carl von Linnaeus gave the name to our university not in the 18th century when he was born, but in 2010, when Linnaeus University was created through a merger between Kalmar and Växjö University. He's a world-famous botanist. He's world-famous. Everyone doesn't know about him, even though, but he is one of our main botanists. So he was. He became a professor, a medical professor, but he was great on botany. He was working on systematic thought and systematic research. He was working internationally. He sent out all his students over the world, but he was also into making utility out of knowledge. So the parliament sent him on travels to see what are there of useful matters to the economy and to the society. So we think that's a great legacy for us to live with. He was born south of Växjö, went to school for 12 years here, and then he was somewhere, Lund and Uppsala, Holland. But it's our heritage, and we take pride also in using our academic qualities and strengths to meet challenges and create opportunities for students, stakeholders, and the community at large. And what's the community at large? Of course, an academy is a global actor, but we also have a nearby community where we are very much engaged in Småland and southeast Sweden. And of course, we are also a national institution where we get most of our funding from the government. But I also would like to stress the Baltic connection. I'm an historian myself, and the Baltic Sea has been a connecting way of interacting with politics and economics and warfare and all over the years. And actually, when I'm in my house on the east coast on Öland, I think it's a little bit closer to Klaipeda than to Stockholm. That's not the feeling you have. Still, I mean, we was so close during the Soviet period, but still I think we are working to make the Baltic area much more of a tight, interacting arena. We started with great energy, I think, in the early 1990s, and then sort of Europe swallowed it up. But again, I think the threats from Russia, the recent threats from Russia, makes it an extra importance to collaborate more and to create strength and solidarity between the countries that are bordering to Russia as an aggressor. But there are, of course, a lot of more positive reasons for collaboration. One is the similarities in natural conditions. We are quite sparsely populated. If you came here by train, you see a lot of forest, you see a lot of trees, not so many people. There are some gathering in in cities and in communities, but there is a lot of trees and forests that actually dominates the natural condition. And the utility that can be drawn from these is at the heart of this collaboration and of European concerns. For Linnaeus, it is the capacity to contribute both to blue, sort of the water sustainability, and to the green sustainability, where forest is our main expertise. But it is also enhanced by surrounding excellences. It is, of course, forestry itself, but also building technology, computing and data, which is the combination here. Also environmental science, biodiversity, business development, management, language and communication skills, tourism, health issues. All of these has a connection to forestry and wood. And that's why it's also a very complex decision-making, not just business decision-making, but political decision-making around forestry. And you need to understand, and both to provide decision-makers with the best possible knowledge at hand, but also to influence decision-making, so the decisions will be wise. So we optimize the use of forests as a sort of common concern. Actually, as an historian, I know that forests in Sweden didn't become a private property up until the 18th century. It was a collective asset that was dealt with by the community. And then, bit by bit, it became more and more important when industry and iron making and timber, of course, became a commodity. So it's quite recent, but it was always important, but more collectively before, perhaps. And now it's also collectively covered again. So it's a balance to be strict by between private interest and community interest. And I think our capacity to bring knowledge to the scene is great. That complex knowledge is needed to optimize decision, but there is also a need for specialized knowledge to direct actions more efficiently. So the output of our work is communicated through research, but also education. We have the largest education of people who work within forestry in the country, at the university. Half of them are educated here. That doesn't mean that they are actually here, at least not all the time, because it's also a distance learning, and we have stations where they work in northern Sweden and middle Sweden and down here. But we are a major actor in this field. That, I think, is behind also the decision from both Södra and IKEA to work with us strategically with a long-term, a 10-year program to enhance our capacity to work with the industry for a sustainable material, which I think is also at the heart of this collaboration. So, Forest 4.0 developed through international collaboration, quality and value for all participant partners. That's the deal with a collaboration. We have different logics, but we have all something to gain from our collaboration. And I wish us all a successful conference, and once again, welcome to Linnaeus University and Småland.
Thank you, Peter. Now we have also a great honor to have with us the Governor of Kronoberg County, Maria Arnholm.
Mr. Ambassador, Mr. Vice-Chancellor, dear ladies and gentlemen, I'm so proud to be part of this opening of this very exciting Forest 4.0 conference. We will discuss it, should it be 0 or O? We have different opinions. I'm the state county governor of Kronoberg, part of Småland, so it's my privilege to say very warmly welcome to you foreigners who have come This is, as Peter stressed, really the country of forest. 75% of the land of Kronoberg is forest. So we have something to put into this collaboration. The experience of managing that. But as a state county governor, I really would like also to cherish this collaboration, this bringing together the community at large, as you said, Peter, because I think it's when cities like Linas and Växjö and companies like Swedish and Lithuanian companies and academy from both Växjö and Linas all come together. That's what's needed if we are to solve the problems we are facing on the globe right now. So, proudly be part of this day. And let me just say a couple of words about the forest, because in this county it's been historically the root of our wealth, because without the wood giving energy to producing glass in Kronoberg or Fors and in Glasriket, that's where our wealth building started. And today we are, as we really need is as much, we have one of the world's largest exports of pulp and paper and sawed timber. And not many Swedes know that in Kronoberg we have the highest value of export per inhabitant in all of Sweden. So, and that's very much thanks to our forest, and thanks to companies whose big part has built on that, for example, like you. And then the future, as Peter mentioned, the forest really carries a lot of the solutions if we are to solve our problems, and that has to do with reduce the greenhouse gases, so we can manage the climate challenges, but it can really also provide us with renewable raw material, so we can help to replace fossil fuels and materials. And then there is the thing about the future that you are handling. I'm trying to understand what this project is all about, but it's about artificial intelligence, the Internet of Things, and building a center of excellence around these very important assets if we are going to take the richness and the treasures of the forest into the future. So I congratulate you all to be part of that for Småland, Sweden and Lithuania, very important project. Welcome, and I really wish you a prosperous day.
Thank you, Maria. And now I invite Thomas Wilsson, who is the chairperson of Interior Cluster Sweden, which is one of the partners of this Forest 4.0 project.
Conference competence. It's a great pleasure to stand here today as the chairman for Interior Cluster with more than 100 Swedish companies as members. In my other time, I also plant manager at a production plant in Killingaryd, named by Chinnars, and producing furniture. So it's a part of the wooden chain in a big way. And I'm excited to discuss the integration of digital technology along the wood value chain, from forest management to the production process, as business opportunity that could be contributed to the furniture industry development. So, and we have a long tradition to produce furniture in this area in Småland, but also in the south of Sweden, and have used in wood for many years in in different situations. So the furniture industry itself finds in a critical time that it's necessary to combine the traditional forestry practice with modern technology and innovations. Therefore, we have to find overall a more efficient way to use wood material in the total supply chain. We believe that business relationship between Lithuania and Sweden will apply our collaborative capacity to innovate sustainability practices. And today, it's a key that we're bridging gaps and building networks that will drive all towards shared objectives. So if we can work together, we will find good solutions over all the problems we have in climate change and raw material and other things. So as we move through today's program, I ensures each of you to consider how the concept discussed can be transformed to actions and strategies. So we actually do things. That is, even if it's many years, we have to actually together find good ways to make it happen. So let's challenge ourselves to be inventive and work together to digitize the wood value chain and build strong partnerships together. Thank you.
Thank you, Thomas. And now I invite Mr. Ambassador of Lithuania in Sweden, Linas Linkevičius. I hope I pronounced it correctly.
Surprisingly.
Okay.
Good morning, everyone. I'm the Governor, Rector, and all distinguished guests, friends. Thank you those who are from Lithuania. Really proud to be here. Thank you for organizing this event. And actually, I thought what I have to say here, maybe not much about forests, but maybe something more, which is not less important. You know, this Nordic-Baltic cooperation, I would say, is becoming stronger and stronger. And since very beginning of establishment of our independence, we moved from cooperation towards integration, I would say. It's becoming common family. And even now, when we are talking about various common concerns, security is on the top. Support for Ukraine is on the top. Now we can talk about NATO as our common alliance with Sweden. As we're always saying that we were waiting for your membership much longer than you did yourself, which is true. And you know, we Baltics, we are on the front line of all these asymmetric threats, hybrid threats, how you can call them. And this is not just science fiction, it's real, because we also have centers of excellence in NATO chain, dealing with hybrid threats, which are situated in all Baltic countries. In Lithuania, we have a center of excellence, NATO center of excellence, dealing with energy security. In Riga, in Latvia, they are dealing with strategic communication, and in Estonia, cybersecurity. In Helsinki, there is European Union Center of Excellence dealing with hybrid threats. And this is becoming quite important and more important issue. So we are cooperating very closely, and we are contributing to both the European Union and NATO. And this format, Nordic-Baltic, becoming a brand, very good quality, and not dividing our organization, but enriching and bringing some added value to what we're doing all together in the European Union and NATO. This is really a big deal. This is very important. And now, moving from this purely security defense issues to extremely peaceful forestry, wood industry, which is again miracle. It's fantastic. And when being here in Växjö, first time here, but I have to say that Växjö was the first city which my native city, Kaunas, signed the Sister Cities Agreement. It was very first in the 1990 probably, something like that, so more than 30 years. And now we are going closer to concrete projects. And this is not just, you know, going and, so to say, meeting and just that's it. But it's really bringing added value, pulling together expertise and making us stronger. That's important. I'm also very glad that among partner projects, of course, needless to say, as Magnus University project coordinator, and you will register progress, which was done in this relatively short but nevertheless very important period of time, also laying way ahead. But among partners, I see also my native Kaunas Technological University, which is also important. And we were recently in Linköping, also noticing that Kaunas Technological University and Linköping University are the same consortium of innovations. So we're talking about something smart. And when we are saying, you consider your country as a small, but we do not think it's true, because for us it's big. But we are really small. And we're always saying you need to be, so to say, competitive. If you're small, you have to be smart. Smart means innovations. Smart means artificial intelligence. Smart means some untraditional ways of solving the problems in whatever field. Be it security, be it defense, be it whatever. But here, forestry and wood technologies, wood industry, it's something what is very also popular in Lithuania. As Sweden is a major Lithuanian trade partner, both export and import, but when we would look into the structure of our export, so close to 1/4 goes to furniture production. Also has to do with the food industry. So what we're doing is definitely something we can share. Not just learn from each other, but also to deliver to something to others, to the partners with whom we are cooperating. And I have no doubt that this project, although it's just started, it will be successful. And here's why we are here, just to wish you all the best, to express our support, solidarity, and gratitude to what you're doing. And as I said, we're really very proud that we are working in the same family, in the same team, for the same mission, making our region stronger, making our cooperation stronger. So thank you very much. Tack så mycket.
Thank you, Mr. Ambassador. And as you mentioned, Växjö and Kaunas are twin cities. So we have also with us Lena, Wibroe, Deputy Chair of the Municipality Assembly in Växjö.
Thank you. And Mr. Ambassador, Mrs. Governor, Principal, delegates from Kaunas, and ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Växjö Municipality, one of the greenest cities in Europe, not greatest. I'm sorry, our Lord Mayor have ill, she couldn't be here, so I had to be here for her. But firstly, I would like to extend my deepest gratitude to CEO Anna Mosekvist and Professor Arjanik Körni for the invitation for the influential conference. Växjö's commitment to environmental sustainability has deep roots, beginning with restoration of our lakes in the 1970s. The lake it was restored was near the castle. It was the first one. Then we have the restoration of Växjösjön. Pivotal moment came in 1996 when we made the unique decision to become a fossil fuel free, and it's followed by significant initiative to 2005 to promote energy efficiency to timber building construction. Our community is united politically in setting ambitions on environmental goals, fostering dynamic environmental activities, and steadily progressing towards a fossil fuel-free Växjö. Our municipality is home to a vibrant business community with over 10,000 companies, which created a dynamic mix of sciences and industries. Characterized by its extensive forests and trees, Växjö breathes life into urban spaces, creating characters and historical and drawing for places, attracting outdoor activities and promoting good health. The municipality boasts approximately 3,900 hectares of forest land. We also pride ourselves on our history in furniture making. The interior cluster of Sweden has made remarkable strides in advancing Swedish furniture design. Well, in May 2023, I had the privilege to attend the Forest 4.0 kickoff in Kaunas, our sister city. It was incredibly exciting to engage with the discussion about the current challenges of sustainable forestry. The importance of excellence and to gain insights from the digital transformation of society and industry from an applied research perspective. Today we will eager to see how digital technologies will further transform the wood value chain from forest management to finished products. It promises to be a fascinating journey of discovery and innovation. The presence of a university is vital for a municipality. It catalyzes growth and development. This transformation is made possible through cooperation between Vitas Magnus University, Kaunas Technical University, Linnaeus University, the Interior Cluster of Sweden, R21 and Agri-Food Lithuania. Collaboration between universities, companies and municipalities is crucial. I sincerely hope you have a successful and enriching experience here in Växjö and at Linnaeus University. Thank you once again, Anna and Professor Aronsson.